Hello and welcome again, everyone. Boyd here with you, and this is part 10 of our Polar Lights Enterprise 1/350 scale Enterprise build. We are working some more with the secondary hull today. We've got some more work done on the saucer, and I'll show you that as well here in a few minutes. But I wanted to take you through some of the progress and explain what I'm doing here a little bit today, guys. In this first shot that you can see I've got for you, I'm working on the lighting and the area of the secondary hull here and the neck area, and I wanted to show you something new that I'm trying on this particular build. You're going to be running a lot of wire from the saucer area with all of our control boards and our other lighting up in there, and we need to bring that all down through the neck and down into our secondary hull to connect that to our main power. So what I've decided to do here is I've mounted this little piece of brass tubing inside the neck, which is going to act as a nice sort of a conduit for me to run all my wiring down through there. And not have it kind of spread out and go all over the place and maybe get behind some of the windows and block some of those, or maybe get kind of tangled. The last time I built one of these, I had a heck of a time threading the wire down through there, and I remembered that when I did one of these the next time that I wanted to try something new. So this is what I came up with. I've got some of my wiring done here for my you can see here I've got my little 5mm LED mounted here, which is going to shine up for our floodlight on the side of our neck. I didn't use the little clear inserts here that come with the kit. Most people don't use those. I've got my 5mm LED mounted in there, and I'm going to just be dabbing a little bit of canopy glue in there once I'm all done with my painting and everything. And of course I'll mask off that LED before I paint over it so we don't block it and things like that. But so I've got this all worked out now. I had to cut a little bit of a slot here in the top of the secondary hull, which is no problem at all because that's all covered and hidden by our pieces here. And then you can see I've got my red LED mounted here for one side of the photon launcher. I used a little piece of sprue here and glued this in place for a brace and mounted a 3mm red LED in there. And the same thing with the other side here, which you can see I've done the same thing with this other red LED that's ready to go in there. And so they're lined up with our lens that goes on the front there where our actual torpedo launcher is located, the detail on the outside, so that's going to work good. And here I've done LED strip lighting. I've got the back section here which will reflect back and forth for the rear part of the windows, and then on the other side I've done the opposite, so they'll be facing each other here, and we'll be bouncing our light around in there, and that's going to light all this whole area, including the windows down here below on the sides of the torpedo bay, so that will all light up really nice. And then I wanted to show you guys, and I've actually started laying down my base color on the hull here too. You can see I've got this beautifully painted here. It came out really nice and smooth and looks great. We've got our secondary hull here that we've been painting on. Last time you guys saw it, I was going to be light blocking and primering, and we've got our LED strip lighting here installed. You can see we just ran one continuous strip all along the side here on both sides of the double density stuff, so that we can keep our lighting nice and compact and have it light nice and evenly. We've got that laid down on both sides. I've got a 1.5mm LED here facing the bottom, which lights up our little light here at the back. And I've got another one that's located here in the tail section of the dorsal part here, which will give us our nice lighting here at this little section here. That will also double to light our little red detail lights here that you see on the fan tail right here. I've done all the testing on that to make sure that we're getting some nice saturation of light in that area. My LED strip here going all the way to the rear is also going to light our little effects here for our tractor beam emitters that are on next to the shuttle bay, that little area that's lit in blue right there. I'll just simply tint that clear lens with some blue, and we'll get that nice effect going on in the back. I've got a 2mm LED here mounted in the belly, which will be our strobing light here on the bottom. That needs to have a resistor connected to that, and that will connect to our Tenant Controls control board. So all of our lighting is done on this. What I'm going to do for you real quick is hook this up and turn it on for you. And we'll go ahead and drop the top down on that really quick and show you how nice our lighting is looking on this. Again, these power wires are all connected here on the top. All I have to do is solder these and connect them to the power to the bottom half of the model here, and we'll be all set with our lighting. But you can see how nice and clear and clean looking all of our lighting is going to be coming through here. I'll mention that you can see our arboretum windows are all lit up really nice, and I've got my flood lighting done here on the sides, which face up towards the pylons. These are blocked off with some, I just used a couple drops of Elmer's glue. That's another tip that I wanted to pass along to you guys. Instead of liquid mask, I found that Elmer's glue works really nice for doing this little masking. A little drop of Elmer's glue in there, wait for it to dry. You can come back a couple days later and just take your hobby knife or whatever and pick it out of there, and it'll come off as one solid piece. I found that with that liquid mask, it tends to be kind of hard to break it up and get it out of there. It won't come off as one piece. And so I can get this out of there really clean and really nice. But those will be working. We drilled our little lights here on the sides, changed the angle, and mounted some 3mm white LEDs in here, which will angle up at the pylons to give us our flood lighting on the outside edges of our pylons like we talked about on the last video. So that's all ready to go. And things are looking really good here, guys. So we're not going to be showing a whole lot of work here today, just getting you caught up and me explaining some of the things that I've been doing so far. And again, we've got this all beautifully painted. It turned out really, really nice. Beautiful and shiny and smooth. And we're going to have to do a little touching up here, as I said, once we do our seams and get our pylons and everything attached. But that's going to be really, really minor. And again, being that on all these smaller windows I'm going to be using canopy glue, I don't have to worry about masking all this off. I can just putty up my seams and spray this again real easy and blend it in, and I'll have a nice even paint job on this. I'm going to quickly bring the saucer over here and show you that I've done my initial painting on the saucer. And you can see here that now I have my gray detail painted around the BC deck here. I've got my glass installed. I've used some of the orbital dry dot masks to mask those off. My officer's lounge window in here came out really, really nice. You can see I've got my gray detail painted around the crystal here. And so now we're getting really close to being able to seal this saucer up. I can now go ahead and install my glass in the officer's lounge here and mount my officer's lounge. And the same thing here at the rec deck. I can put my glass in and get that installed. Now all we have to do is drop the, connect the the lower saucer onto this and get this all sealed up. I'll have my wires coming out of the top here for my lighting for my bridge, so all I have to do is connect that up and drop my bridge down on here and glue it once I get my bridge all painted and detailed. So things are looking really, really good here, guys. I'm going to be getting this whole thing in one piece, I hope, here over the weekend. And then we'll be going on. I've got my new masking kit has come in from Orbital Dry Dock to do our nice Aztecing on this with our pearlescent colors, our iridescent paints. Brett's brand new set that he's got out there, which gives us a nice ability to do all of our overlapping colors and do all that nice detail work and do it all in one shot. So I'm really looking forward to using that as well. So that's just a quick update for you guys today. We'll be back again in the next couple of days. I'm working on, as I mentioned, 3 different models here. I'll have another update really soon on the De Boers Reliant, and I'll give you guys a little bit of look at what we're doing with our Mobius Jupiter 2. I can show you really quickly on that we've I've done the initial work here on the saucer, and we've got the saucer all sanded down here, and I've got it primed, and now what I've got to do, I've got it light blocked. Now what I've got to do is sand this all out really smooth and spray on my outer hull color and my inner color here, so things are looking good on that. And again, very busy with several models going at once here. So that's a wrap for this one, everybody. Take care. We'll see you next time. Until we do, have fun, build your models, and happy modeling, everybody.